Hi guys, it's Hannah and this is a weekend reading vlog, reading on a theme, and the theme is Royal Readathon. So if you missed my last video, which was my TBR video, basically this weekend is a bank holiday for England, UK, for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, 70 years on the throne. And we get an extra bank holiday. So it is now Thursday, so we are off Thursday, Friday, then obviously Saturday, Sunday. I don't work weekends anyway, so I thought what better time than to do a vlog. So I don't know if you can see it, but I have a little bingo board. You guys know how a bingo board works. You get five, whatever. So the prompts are red, white, blue, yellow, purple, kingdom, duke or duchess, prince or princess, royalty, jewels, party / celebrations, dogs, horses, palace or castle, and then romance. 70, which I will explain, historical, oldest on TBR, newest on TBR, special edition, finish a series, start a series, middle grade, YA adult, because I can never really tell which is YA and which is adult unless it is explicit, and then 5-star prediction. So 70 is basically a very loosened, you can do a loose interpretation of this prompt. I can have a character who is 70, like in Richard Osman's books. I'm pointing here because I have my TBR trolley, which I will show you in a minute. I have the man who died twice, that follows a bunch of retirees, or it can be a book that ends on 70 pages, so it could be 670 pages, or it could be 701 pages, as long as 7 or 70 is in there somewhere. So it can be the 7th book of the series, or it can be have 7 characters, 7 words in the title. You get the gist. But the book I'm currently reading, and as you can see I'm not that far in, is Red, White and Royal Blue by Mcqueston. This checks off quite a lot of prompts actually. And this follows Alex, who is the first son. He is the son of the first female president of the United States, and he ends up having an altercation between Prince Henry, who is obviously the Prince of the UK, and what begins as a fake Instagram friendship for the purposes of a truce and media, because this is not good for US-British relations, but obviously this is a romance, so things develop between the two men. And I'm only about 16 pages in. So far we have met Alex, we've met his sister, is June, and we've met Alex's ex, Alex's ex Nora. Nora is the daughter of the vice president, and the three young adults, because they're all about 1920. Just seem to be known as the White House trio. So there's that, and the multitude of prompts that this fulfills are obviously red, white, royal, blue. So red, white, blue for the colour prompt. It also fits a prompt for prince or princess and royalty. Yes, you can double up or 7 up in this one. Oh, so I wonder if I could get, no, Hannah. I was just going to say, I wonder if I could swing this, so because this fits 7 prompts, I can put it on 70, but then it would be 8 prompts and that wouldn't work. But it fulfills romance and YA adult. I'm so glad I checked before I filled that board in, because I was convinced it had a dog on the cover. I don't know why. But yeah, there's that. Oh, I'll quickly show you the TV trolley, because this is why I'm not going to do hauls anymore. I have all of them, and then it is double-sided. So yeah, if you are interested, I will do a proper video showing you in depth my TBR trolley, and also if anybody is interested, I will do a bookshelf tour. This behind me is mostly read books. I think it is all read books, and then my graphic novel collection is up there. So yeah, I will have my coffee and read, and I don't think there'll be a video on Saturday, well, this week, just because I don't really like doing wrap-ups or hauls anymore, so I think I'll just stick to vlogs. This is the first of a new weekly vlog, I think, but this one will be a weekend to get me back in the swing of it, and then I'll start doing the weekly ones on Monday, probably. We'll see. And if I get a video out, and if I get any weird video ideas, we'll just pop them in there, because it's my channel, my games, my rules. And yeah, I think that's it for this little intro. So far it's too soon to say what I'm thinking of this, but I do quite like the writing style. It's quite easy to read, and I think that's it for this update. Okay, so it's still Thursday. It's now Thursday night. It is... where's my phone? On my phone. Is 7:30, and I am about halfway through Red, White and Royal Blue now, and I am very much enjoying it. It is very political, but I knew that going into it. But we have had a couple of smutty scenes, and as a straight woman, can't really talk about how accurate gay sex is, but it was steamy, and I think I'm enjoying it. It follows Alex, who is the first son of the first woman American president, and I think she's also biracial. I know Alex and his sister are definitely biracial. And then it also follows Henry, who is the prince. Both of these men are in their 20s, still figuring stuff out. There is a commentary on the royal family in here, which, considering this is the Jubilee weekend, is very fitting. And I don't know how true it is, but it does say that Henry is gay, but he isn't allowed to be completely out because of the whole royal image. Alex, on the other hand, is bisexual, and he is questioning this at the start of the book, but he has flings with females in the past, and now he obviously likes Henry, so he is questioning that, and while his family are just like, yeah, okay, there is the question of Henry and the English side of it. Quite interesting, and yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying it. I also went shopping today. If you live anywhere near Dalton Park, or a retail or an outlet that has a lint shop, do it. You can get pick and mix lint. I also got some new nail varnish, some new gel nail varnish, and my big achievement of today, you might not think so, but is my crochet reading blanket. I do have a genre blanket, it's up there somewhere and I can't be bothered to get it right now. This is just a nice woolly blanket that is going to do, that's going to eventually have a hood and be like the hooded people blanket. No, I haven't done all of, hang on, I haven't done all of this in one day, but I did do most of the, I did do the blue, and I think I did most of the pink. So when that's finished I will show you. I don't know what I'm going to read next, but thanks to red, white and royal blue, even though I am still only halfway, I only need a purple book and I only speak in German, and a yellow book, and I have a line, and then we can go from there. Don't know what I'm going to read yet, but hopefully I'll find something I can double up with and go for that full house at the same time. But yeah, I'll come back to you in a bit. It's Friday, and I have finished red, white and royal blue, but I don't know where I put it. But I'm giving it 3 stars. I got a little bit bored in the middle and it got a bit too bogged down with the politics conflict of it all rather than the romance. But it was a decent enough read and I crossed out like 7 prompts or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I crossed off 7 prompts. So the next book is, is Heartstopper, specifically Volume 3 by Alice Oseman. This is just a cute little graphic novel. And it is a very simple style with not a lot of text on the page, following Nick and Charlie. Charlie is out and has been for a while. He was out before he was ready, I think, and that caused some bullying. Charlie identifies as gay. Nick is his boyfriend and he identifies as bisexual. So this is just a cute little boy meets boy love story, but I do believe that, especially in Volume 3, we start to see, I think it's Charlie who has an eating disorder, but we do tend to see, we start to see his, that come into play. And this follows the prompt for yellow because this edition is yellow. And 5-star prediction because how can you not love Heartstopper? It's just so cute. I'll probably read that and it probably won't take me too long. So I finished Heartstopper. I told you it wouldn't take long. Again, 5 stars. It is just so cute. And I don't know what I'm going to do next. I am doubling up, definitely. So I need a purple book, and I think Only a Monster by Vanessa. That also fits for special edition. And it's not the newest on the TBR, but it is fairly new. Hopefully it's the start of the series. So I will go get it. Okay, so Only a Monster by Vanessa. This cover isn't purple, but it has purple sprayed edges. I believe this is the Fairy Loot. Yeah, this is the Fairy Loot edition. The author letter, which I don't read until I've read the book anyway. Oh, we have some pretty purple following. Look at it. What's this book about? In every story there is a hero and a monster. It should have been the perfect summer. Sent to stay with her late mother's eccentric family in London, 16-year-old Joan is determined to enjoy herself. She loves her nerdy job at the historic Holland house, and with her super cute when her super cute co-worker Nick asks her on a date, it feels like everything has fallen into place. Then a good Samaritan attempt gone wrong sends Joan spinning through time, and her Latin quickly begins to unravel. Could this fit for historic as well? Her family aren't just eccentric, they're monsters with terrifying hidden powers. And Nick isn't just a cute boy, he's a legendary monster slayer who will do anything to bring them down. As she battles Nick, Joan is forced to work with the beautiful and ruthless Aaron Oliver, heir to a monster family that hates her own. She'll have to embrace her own monstrousness if she is to save herself and her family, because in this story, she is not the hero. Then on the back, don't forget the rule. No one can know what we are, what you are. You must never tell anyone about monsters. And there are purple elements to that cover, but yeah, this is going for purple and special edition. And I shall tell you what it is when I read it. Okay, so it's Saturday. Apologies if you can hear the telly and a fan. Amy is in her bedroom next door. Say hello, Amy. And she's not going to play along. Let's talk about Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. This fulfills 2 prompts, definitely. And it's also making me think I'm older than I am, because in this, Aaron and Joan are our main protagonists. Joan is the half human, half monster child of the Hunt family. Aaron is all monster from the Oliver family. And they go back to 1993. Now, I was born in 94, so this book is making me feel old. So it definitely fits for the historical prompt. But it is a very interesting story. At the beginning of the book, there is a massacre of both Joan and Aaron's family. Joan's family isn't meant to be there, but they end up being there because Joan asks for help, because she volunteers at the historical house where this takes place. So does this mean I can get it under Palace and Castle? Because I did say it could be a estate. But we'll pop that on later. We'll decide that later. But the boy that Joan has a bit of a crush on is a monster hunter, and he slaughters everybody in sight apart from Joan, who he lets escape because, and I quote, it was an accident that she travelled and she tried to save his life, and Aaron, who just escaped. So they go back to 1993. They were only meant to go back a couple of years and ended up overshooting it. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So they've gone back to 94, and they are learning that the king of the time controller, monster court, may not be as squeaky clean as everybody thinks, and I am about halfway, maybe. I'm on page 186, which is chapter 13. And it isn't giving 5-star vibes, which is a shame, but I am enjoying it. I did finish my blanket part of the reading blanket and pick it up because it's heavy, and that is here. And I'm currently working on the hood, so that probably shouldn't take too long. And this looks really small. This looks far too small to go around my head. Hopefully it's okay. I mean, it should fit. I've wrapped it around my neck. It should fit. But yeah, think that's it for this update. And just a chill Saturday. The Jubilee concert is on later, so I might watch that. But yeah, well done. Yes, I'm in a new shirt, and the hair looks slightly different. Don't know if you can tell, but I have dyed it. But the dye wasn't meant for my hair. I don't think it has come up kind of purple in the light, but I like it. I also liked Only One Step by Vanessa Len even. I'm giving this the 4 stars. I did enjoy it. It was a nice nod to inheritance and all of that jazz. And with Only a Monster, I have my first line in the bingo board. So, ta-da! I have a line there, and if I read Like a Charm by Elle McNichol, I get newest on TBR because it is fairly new to me. It's a middle grade, and it is the start of a duology, so that's what I'm going to read. I have the start of my hood. This has came on loads since the last one, I think. Hopefully I have enough wool, but I doubt it. But I have. It's going to be a patchwork blanket. We need that. Yeah, I'm just going to try and get something with. I'm going to read Like a Charm, and then I'm going to find something with jewels. So maybe Crown of something of. I'm sure I can say, but I'm sure it's Crown of Coral and Pearl. But yeah, but we'll have another look in a bit.
Yes. Buttonholes need to run round the cuff and not up and down the side. For me, the left sleeve looks a little longer. However, both of these rows of pattern in both of the sleeves are hanging absolutely vertically. Both these shoulder lines are those sleeves. No distortion at all to the front. Just one little pleat in the shoulder, but very evenly done.
Apologies for the change in camera quality. This is my phone. My actual camera is broke. It'll turn on, but I just get a black screen. So hopefully the footage is alright. I did try to film something on it yesterday for the vlog, which I'm popping in now just to wrap it up because it is now Monday. I finished, you'll have seen from the previous little bit of b-roll that I finished Murder Most Unladylike and started Serpent and Dove by Shelby Maheron. So even though I haven't finished Gods and Monsters, I'm still putting it in the bingo board. So let's do a wrap up, shall we? Right, when I find my bingo board. So I read Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey Mcqueston for probably the majority of these prompts. And I rated that 3-star. I enjoyed it. It was okay, but I got a little bit bored, and I think it got a bit bogged down with politics. And then I read Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. That got 4 stars. That was a really interesting take on what makes a monster and humanity and family and time travel, but it wasn't. I did decide in the end not to do that one for historical, because Murder Most Unladylike is set in the 30s, so it's even more historical than the 90s and doesn't make me feel as old. So, Murder Most Unladylike is a 3-star. It was okay. There were a couple of elements specifically to do with Hazel, who is a Chinese immigrant. Some of the things that the other characters say to her is very questionable. So just be wary of that going in. And I am hoping that it is going to get questioned later on in the series, because I am going to continue. And then I also read Heartstopper, Volume 3. And I don't need to tell you that, as always, that's 5 stars. So, did I get a bingo? I did. I got it on the colours. So red, white, blue is obviously covered by red, white and royal blue. Heartstopper Volume 3, my edition. I think most editions are yellow. I mean, the spine is green, but it has yellow on the front cover. And purple, Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. My cover, because this is the Fairy Loot edition, isn't purple, but it does have purple sprayed edges, so it counts. So I got a line, and then I got another line down this side, because I mean I did start Gods and Monsters, so it counts. And that is a finisher series, and I'll probably talk more about Gods and Monsters in the next vlog, which I'm probably going to start editing this one, and then I have a video I want to film, but I might do that Wednesday, and then I'll start the vlog at some point, because I want to get back into weekly vlogging. But anyway, so we have Finisher series, which is Gods and Monsters, is the conclusion to Serpent and Dove and Blood and Honey. Murder Most Unladylike by Robin Stevens gives me starter series and middle grade. Heartstopper Volume 3 was a 5-star prediction that I am happy to report was correct, as you've just seen me gush. And then finally, for YA/adult, Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey Mcqueston filled that prompt. It was the first book I read for this weekend, so I wanted something that was going to knock off as many prompts as possible. So because I still have some blank spaces, I'm just going to fill in the board for the rest of the month using my new TBR jar. So that's it. And I think that is a nice end to the vlog. So if you like this video, give it a like and hit that subscribe button if you want to see me. If you want to see this and talk about those. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.